one man, woman. Yeah, just
Sirach 9 and 4. Use not much the company of a woman that is a singer, lest thou be taken with her attempts.
And that and another spiritual reference you can use is America. America itself is the harlot that's
the whore that sitteth on many waters. You know, she's singing a song and it has Americans hypnotized. You know,
it has the whole world hypnotized.
One of her biggest songs is American Anthem. Right. You know, that's as soon as people hear it go off, what they do, stand still. You know, they hold posts. They gave into it. That's a good example. They gave into the song of Babylon, the great whore. Now they're living as Babylonians.
Right. Can you keep reading?
Let me get back to it. Sirach chapter 9. Start from. Continue on in verse 5. Gaze not on a maid, that thou fall not by those things that are precious in her. Give not thy soul unto harlots, that thou lose not thine inheritance. Look not round about thee in the streets of the city.
Hold on. It said, give not, what about inheritance?
Give not thy soul unto harlots, that thou lose not thine inheritance.
Because we're in a place where we have lost our inheritance because we have fallen into this, we have fallen for the harlot. So in order for us to maintain what we have as a heritage of as a Hebrew or as an Israelite, we have to stay away from the harlot. We have to stay away from the philosophies and things that that America sings unto everybody, that has everybody in America or really throughout the world bamboozled and given into what we brought up earlier, vanity. Because one thing that America sings is put vanity on a high regard.
Yeah. Also, too, like another point to make about how spiritual music is you know the vibration it makes. Other than the fact that you know, like when you have like a child that's crying, sometimes you sing to it. Right. And by singing to it, you know, shaking it, rocking it back and forth, you know, it makes it feel better. And also, too, you know, about you know music. Put it like this: Michael Jackson, he used to tour all over the world. Some places he would go. Oh yes, mine. There's some places where you know Michael Jackson would go all over the world, and places where they don't even understand English, but still they enjoyed it and they loved it just because like the performance and the vibration that it was given off of. And the same with the scriptures. When you hear it for the first time, you might not understand all of it. You know, eventually you'll learn it, you know, because you're going to have to eat the whole road, but it's going to be something about the song that you like. It sounds familiar. You're like, man, I can groove to this, you know. I like this. You get Revelations 14, I think verses 1 through verse 4. You got something you're looking for?
What you need?
Oh, none. I don't know why I get it. I was just asking.
Okay, yeah, I think I got something. Because I mentioned that how America, which is Babylon, which is a whore that sitteth on many waters, how it has people taken. So I'm going to get this out of Revelation. It's Revelation chapter 17, starting from verse 6. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And the angel said unto me, Wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which hath 7 heads and 10 horns. You know, in America, which is the whore upon the beast, you know, it's in great power right now. That's why John, when he seen it, he marveled at it, because of the influence and the domination that it has in this world. You know, but it's gonna fall eventually. So it's not something to be looked at and hoped for. You know, to have faith in. You know, this place is gonna crumble. America isn't gonna continue on spewing out its wicked music. You know, literally and figuratively speaking.
This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb. You said verse 1 before. Stood on the Mount Sion, and with him 144,000 having his father's name written in their foreheads. And I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth.
Right, and this is beautiful because, as you know, the point I was making, I said I was going to get into is because this scriptures, this is a song. Mm-hmm. And you know, and also songs, not everybody likes the same song. You know, the 144,000, they all like this song. They're singing the song. They're harping to it. They piping to it. You know, other people, they hear this song, it's annoying to them. You know, I remember when I used to go to church, and before you know, I actually woke up. You know, I was all up in church. One thing, even when I was in church, I could not stand listening to that gospel music. I hated it. You go to church, and damn near half the time, you sit down, stand up, sing, sit down, stand up, sing, offering, sit down, stand up, sing some more, another offering, sit down, you know, prayer time, and then they pull out 2 or 3 scriptures, talk about themselves for the rest of the damn fucking time, and then, you know, they close up, you know, they sermon, and then you'll be like, damn, like, what the hell did I learn? And I always felt like singing was damn near the reason why. I'm like, man, if you wasn't fucking singing all the goddamn fucking time, and you did more reading, maybe I'd like learn some shit. So I tried to go to, all right, maybe I'll go to Sunday school, because I know they're not doing a lot of singing in there. Maybe if I go to Sunday school, I'll learn something. I go to Sunday school, I'm still not learning shit. I'm like, damn, like, what the fuck? I was getting frustrated when I called myself being a born again Christian. And I was like, man, like, it's more to this. And you know, and when I finally heard, you know, this song, I was like, okay, this makes sense. Let me start listening to this song. Let me try to, you know, tune into this. And then ever since then, you know, this has been beautiful. You know, but being in that church, like, that was the song literally that they were singing, and also the song as far as their doctrine, I couldn't stand it.
It's keeping you docile. You know, they're keeping your spirit kept under, so you don't feel the spirit of revolt, because that's the spirit that all the Israelites should be in right now. We shouldn't be happy living here in oppression under these devils, so-called white people, walking up and down the street on the average day like there's nothing wrong. You know, this is our hell. We shouldn't be happy and singing and joyous. Oh, praise God, Jesus, soul for another, you know.
Another Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas, because we're around that time. Hold up, Slot. Let me grab this scripture real quick. Micah. Oh shit, that just reminded me. You know, because those passages are set up to keep us low like that, man. They don't want you. They don't want you learning nothing in the church. Because if you actually was learning stuff out the scriptures, you'll find out and learn Esau's the damn devil. The so-called white man's the devil, which is Esau in the scriptures. Let's get this real quick. This is where is it? Is it Mike or is it Mountain?
I'm done with work.
Okay, yep. This is Micah chapter 3, starting from verse 9. Hear this, I pray you, ye heads of the house of Jacob, and princes of the house of Israel, that abhor judgment and pervert all equity. They build up Zion with blood and Jerusalem with iniquity. The heads thereof judge for reward, and the priests thereof teach for hire, and the prophets thereof divine for money. Yet will they lean upon the Lord and say, is not the Lord among us? None evil can come upon us. And that's what they be doing in them churches. They singing for money. All right, they're priests for hire. Then when the destruction comes, they're gonna say, isn't God with us? You know, they're out here deceiving our people, teaching them bullshit, teaching them this little light of mine. Instead of teaching our people the scriptures, teaching them Psalms 149:6, let the praise of the Most High power be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand. That's what our people need to be learning.
And that's what's so fucked up. Esau showed that in that movie, Birth of a Nation. It clearly showed you that all these pastors that set up in these churches are here to pacify you. They're not really here to give you a light. They're not really here to show you the way to get back with the Most High, how to really be a follower of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They don't even teach you who Yahushai is or the Most High. So
like I remember when I was going to my church, because I actually knew the pastor. I was actually close with him. Like I wasn't just like, you know, just a regular guy that just went to church. Actually, I was like damn near like, you know, buddies, cool, you know, like that was like my ace. You know, he was older than me, but like always, you know, like looked up, you know, because you know, are you on anything?
What you mean?
Isaiah Oxnard was the owner. Isaiah 1 and 3 or 1 and 4 is Oxnard was the owner. The Ask the Master's Crib. Like I was like looking, you know, basically, you know, like for a father figure, you know, or a way, you know, or a teacher, you know, basically, you know, I'm thinking like, okay, I found a teacher, you know, and I cleaved unto him. Eventually, I started learning, and I started teaching him. And I told him, I'm thinking like, okay, you know, he doesn't know. Let me tell him, you know, he's an Israelite. And he was like, okay, I'm an Israelite, but so what? Everybody can be saved. Woo! You know, what difference does it make? You know, and he didn't go and tell the rest of his church that they were Israelites. And I ended up falling out with him. You know, he was like, you know, you believe it, you think the white man is the devil? Oh, the God doesn't teach that. John 3:16, God loves everybody. That's the doctrine that they want to teach you in church.
That's that 501c3 degree.
501c3 all day. they get paid for that. And put it like this. Also, with the pastors, like I was also going to the church, and the easiest way to fucking get women is fucking church.
Right.
Those are, like, I've never got women so fucking easy than being in fucking church. You know, it's a bunch of single, bitter bitches, right, that don't want to, that ain't been fucked in forever.
That's the promiscuous Christian bitch.
She didn't went to church and came home with a dude. That's why. She got boned out after church session.
Right after service.
Yeah.
Right, because mostly, put it like this, a lot of men that go to church, they get dragged in by their women.
Right.
And then you got women that just straight single there, and they want to call themselves being virgins. Those are the biggest sluts that you'll ever see.
Don't forget pastor's daughter.
Oh yeah, those
she the freak around town.
I was dating my pastor's, her niece. No wait, it wasn't his niece. It was, maybe it was his niece. I was dating her, and that was the easiest woman I ever had ever. You gonna say something?
Yeah, I got some Revelation 17 and 5. And Paul here for a head as a name, writing Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. And that's what we're witnessing here. Everything, you know, that's coming out these scriptures out of it. And this is also another one.
Because the church is a heartless system. Right. You know, that's one of the great deceivers. But you know, like the Ak was saying, going off what he was saying, you know, the Ak was looking up to the pastor as a source of leadership, a spiritual leadership, and the pastor was looking at him as a bag of money to keep the building rent on and keep his Mercedes-Benz gas tank filled. But I got that scripture going up. It's Isaiah chapter 1, start from verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider.
Right, they don't know, and the churches damn sure ain't telling them either. And also, you tell some Jake in the church, because like a lot of the Jakes, like myself, woke up going in church, and then you get excited and want to tell other people, and they still don't consider. They don't consider where they from, because it says the ox knoweth his owner, you know, the ass is master's crib, but Israel doesn't know, because we don't know who our power source, where we come from. We don't even care. Who cares? I'm the son of God. Who cares? He loves everybody. That's the whole philosophy.
Come on. You got some? You own something?
You got Jeremiah 23, or you got Matthew? Or you got some?
Son's children.
Yeah, that's Hosea.
Huh?
That should not call you children anymore.
No, son's children.
You want to bring it
Jeremiah.
up? Jeremiah. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 11, verse 15. He that have an ear to hear, let him hear. But who unto shall I liken this generation? It is like unto children sitting in the markets and calling unto their fellows and saying, we have piped unto you, and you have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented.
Oh, read it again.
But who unto shall I liken this generation? To it is like unto children sitting in the markets and calling unto their fellows and saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented. Like the ox said when he was in the church, he was excited. He had that fire on him. He wanted to tell everybody, "Oh, you're an Israelite." But Jake doesn't consider. Jake doesn't want to mourn. Jake doesn't want to have that deep sorrow, contrite heart spirit. They don't want to have that. They want to be filled with abominations, exalted in wickedness instead of being exalted in righteousness. And that's what Jake is created for. Jake is created to be righteous. But also in church too, you know, they don't want to listen. And also put it like this: church is to sell you hope and to keep you docile. I had this one. I was listening to this one guy. He was giving a testimony about being